Okay, from here, let's bring it into Child's Pose. Though I always start my classes in Child's Pose, this is a great pose that you could practically do anywhere where you can get down and get like this, but it's a very calming pose. That's why I always like to start my class like this, is in Child's Pose. So if you ever need that and you're at home or someplace where you need a break, just go into Child's Pose and try this. It's definitely a good thing, and if you have like a stress headache as well, it's great for that too. So I'll just stretch it on the floor, deepen the breath. Remember, big inhales, big exhales is all we're looking for. And just start to sink it in with your breath. In through the nose, hollow the throat, expanding the chest and lungs. Back through the throat, through the nose. From here, let's bring it up to our hands and knees for the cat and the cow pose. Make sure the shoulders over the rings of the wrist and knees are hips width apart. So inhale, looking up, shoulder blades down, spread the sits bones, and as you exhale, round, tuck, and squeeze. Inhale, looking up, and exhale, round like a cat. Just follow your breath, follow the movement, nice, simple, slow flow. And then bring it back to the table. Stick our toes in the mat and taking it into down dog. Remember, you're going to come up on your toes, push back, then take your tailbone up. Remember, we're making an upside down V, not a soft end. Remember, bend your knees slightly and let your body open up. Let your body warm up and just work your heels down if you want to walk them up and down. Again, this is, a lot of people talk about the down dog. Is this an inversion? Is it not an inversion? Well, either way, it's a great pose to do, because what it does is it brings fresh blood flow into the head, which helps you to calm down, and it stretches you from your fingertips to your heels. So, not exactly a true inversion, but if you can't do a headstand, then by all means do a down dog. It's close enough. Similar. Not the exact same thing, but it's very useful. And drop to your knees and sit on your heels in hero pose. Next pose we're going to do is Dolphin. It's similar to a down dog, but instead of it being on our hands, we're going to be on our forearms, and then we're going to lift our legs and roll our hips open. So from here, let's bring it to here. You can interlock your fingers or take your palms down. I just like interlocking. That's just the way I'm used to doing it. And you're going to take it up and back. And you're just going to stay just like this. Now take the leg closest to me and then take it and roll that hip open. Take that foot down and rotate it to the other side. Take it down and again release. Take it into hero pose. Palms up, take a breath or two. And then from here, you're going to take your hands to the floor, take your fingertips, and you're just going to walk it back, and you're going to bring it to a standing pose. Next, we're going to be doing a standing forward fold. I always tell people this is a great pose you can do anywhere. If you're on vacation or work, wherever, just back your bottom into the wall and fall forward and hang out. But this way, we're not going to use the wall, we're just going to hang out. So I'm just going to take it down, bend my knees, and I'm just going to hang like a rag doll. Takes pressure off the neck, shoulders, stretches out the lower back, your hamstrings, brings fresh blood into the head, calms you down, wakes you up. And rolling it up. Good. Bring it to standing in the middle of your mat. We're going to be doing a few standing asanas here, a few standing poses that are all beneficial for de-stressing. Remember, keep your breath consistent, deep, calm your face, and let's just hang out and de-stress. So from here, we're going to be doing triangle pose. So you want to make sure that you're either heel to heel, heel to arch. And we want to make sure that we don't just go down into it. We want to get the length. So from here, I want you to inhale, reach, get that length so that you lengthen through here, all right? We're not crunching down. Lengthen, and if you have a block, you can use a block. And take your hand to your leg and only go down as deep as you need to. If you can go a little deeper, put your palm on the floor, whichever way. Now remember, tuck your bottom under. Your thighs are rolling away from each other, so you're tucking under. So imagine, I always say, tuck your body between two sheets of glass. Gaze up at the thumb. If it hurts to look up, look forward or look down. And remember, the hand that's on the leg, keep it light. The hand in the air, lighter. Like it's got a balloon attached to it, lifting you up. And then release, bring it up. Let's take your feet forward, standing wide spread. Inhale, hands to the hips, looking up. And then as you exhale, let's take it down. And just hang here. Remember, imagine there's a plate of food on your tailbone and you're just taking it down little bit by little bit. We draw the shoulder blades down the back. Remember, and we're not hinging from an upper rounded back. We're hinging from the hip, so only go down as far as you need to. You may be way up here. Just go where you need to go. Like right now, it's really, as I always say, my hamstrings get tight, so I can really feel the stretch here. Bring it up. Rotate to the other side, triangle. Again, arms up, inhale. And then exhale. Inhale, get the length. Remember, lengthen, reach, tuck, gaze forward, go down and grab the leg. Only going as deep as you need to go. Gaze up at the hand. Remember, hand on the leg, light. Hand in the air, lighter. Two sheets of glass, tuck your body in. Release. Bring it up. Feet forward, hands to the hips. Inhale, lift into the heart. And as you exhale, again, taking it down. Hinge from the hips. And release. Wiggle your feet in, walk it in. Hands to the chest, bring it into Mountain Tadasana. The next pose we're going to do is tree pose, Vrikshasana. So remember, when you're doing tree pose, you really want to soften your gaze, deepen your breath. A great pose to help you to focus and concentrate. So from here, let's take our foot into our upper inner thigh. If you need to, you can do a kickstand. If you can't, because I don't want you doing this the whole time, okay? It's going to irritate you and it's going to fluster you, and I don't want that. I want you to be focused. So go where you need to go with it. Tuck your bottom, roll that hip, set your gaze, your drishti, something in front of you. Deepen the breath. Firming up the leg you're standing on. Release. Keeping your gaze. I'm just going to take it right into the other side. release. From here, we're going to do another balance pose, the dancing Shiva. I'll turn sideways a little bit. Bring your arms up here like it's a touchdown. Feel go, you know. And then index finger and thumb touching. Bend your knee slightly and bring the leg up. Flex your foot. Straighten up. Deepen the breath. Set your gaze. Release. Get yourself set, and let's take it to the other side. And release, hands to the chest. And again, we're just gonna drop it down, hang like a rag doll, open up your feet. And let's take it back to a down dog. And drop to your knees. Let's take it to hero pose for just a moment. Bring it to kneeling position for camel. So hands to the hips. We're going to keep the hands on the hips, or you can go back further, but I'm going to keep my hands on the hips. So go where you can go. So take a great big inhale, lift into the heart. And as you exhale, roll the heart. Hips come slightly forward and just relax the head back. And from here, crisscross your legs. And we're going to lie on our back. Do bridge pose. So feet hips width apart. And then bring the hips up. Interlock your fingers, tuck the shoulders. We're going to do full bridge and a half bridge. And release, bring it down vertebrae by vertebrae. Take your arms to your side, palms down, inhale. And as you exhale, just bring it into a half bridge, like a sliding board this time, just not as high. And release down, and squeeze it in, big hug. Arms to a T, and roll it over. Nice little final twist here. And take it to the other side. Look the other way. Back to the center, big hug. And stretch on the floor for Shavasana, the resting pose. Again, this is, I always tell people, this is where it's like a piece of artwork comes into play. Just, you've created this beautiful piece of work, your body, your mind. Now you just get to enjoy it and just soak it in. No judging, just relaxing. The stress melt away, and just allow yourself freedom to let go. take the peace and the strength and share it. Namaste.